now listening to the Good Bad Advice Podcast with Stephanie and Chase.
Sorry, guys, I just got off tour. Welcome, you guys, to the Good Bad Advice Podcast. We're your hosts. I'm Chase.
And I'm Stephanie.
And we give unsolicited advice to people in the news each week. And I did just get off of tour. Steven's on tour. And we cannot start this episode without talking about one of the greatest things that's ever happened in my life.
Ever.
It goes like the birth
Being
of my
born.
children, the gift I was to the world, marrying Steven, and then
meeting
having...
me.
No, sorry. I should have waited before
marrying
everyone
Steven
else.
should have been before. Which
No, you should have been before marrying Steven.
Yeah.
No,
Maybe the birth of your children, at least one of them.
Well, some days. No. Just kidding, kids. Love you so much.
Just kidding.
Love,
We don't
love,
mean
love,
it.
love. Okay. I had quite possibly one of the most kind interactions. I'm up in Idaho Falls, and I am working merch. And here's what I will say about working merch. Your boy can sell.
Yeah.
Like people are coming up. People are going to the bathroom and I'm stopping them during the show. Hey, come here. Come here. You know, and then I sold multiple sweatshirts during the show when the show's actually going on, not to mention like ornaments and Gentry has quite a big merch selection. So I'm there in the merch. The doll that I catch on the left of my eye, the most like bubbly, smiley Brittany I've ever met in my whole life. I want to see her next time. She comes up and like she kind of makes eyes with me. So I'm like, hey, babe. And she's like, you're Chase. And I was like, do you know me? And she's like, now how I remember hearing it, just in case this is wrong, how I remember hearing it was, I came here for you.
Yes.
Because she knew that I was going to be on tour. So she was looking for me. I don't know if she only bought tickets to be able to be in proximity to me, but Brittany girl, but we're going to say that you did.
Let's claim it.
No, we claimed it. And so she was like, I knew that you were here. I wanted to come and say hi. I listened to your podcast. It was like, I felt so celebritied.
A baddie in the wild?
No,
a good baddie
in the wild. And I had to sleep. I had to go to the front desk and get an extra large pillow. I was like, I need something extra cushiony because my head is gigantic. After that, we took a picture. We will for sure post it up on our carousel. We just want to say thank you so much, Brittany, for listening, for being so supportive. It's so fun to do this and to be like 2.5 years into doing this, and then to have like our little community. We actually also got reports from Spotify of the number of people that we were like their top podcast or appeared in their top podcasts. And we were like moved. We were like, oh my gosh, people are listening and people don't hate us.
I've only had like one fan interaction in the wild. We told about Shane at the Eras Tour movie, but friends and family, you could just regularly more often bring up that you're only here for me because I'm...
No, that would actually be the world's greatest gift. Mom, if you're listening, for Christmas Eve, will you just be like, and we're just so thankful to have Chase from the Good Bad Advice podcast here.
Act like I'm a special feature all the time.
Yeah, I'd just be like Steven with Gentry and Chase with
also you guys. Advice.
Did we order drinks?
Thirst.
And we ordered Thirst. This isn't sponsored by Thirst,
but it could be.
But we just didn't have Swig or anything open because it is Sunday. I'm so sorry, Heavenly Father. But we are getting drinks and some treats. So we will take a break at some point just to like.
Coca-Cola is the Lord's drink.
I know, but I got Mountain Dew.
Oh,
that's Satan's music.
Dew. Yeah, that is actually spooky.
Okay, now tell me, because Steph and I were hanging out beforehand. Hang on, why is this right in my periphery? Okay, hello. I feel like my mic. Also, someone tried saying I talk over you, and someone has said you talk over me. I just want to set the record straight. We talk over each other.
That's
friendship, bitch.
We can't help it. We're literally so funny. Like, we have to get a joke in.
No, and the concept of like us gabbing, we're constantly like a comment is in the chamber at all time. And we are hair triggers. We are just boom, like the comment has to come out.
Mind you, like we are constantly being like, wait, and then I have to say the funny thing.
Yeah, no, totally. Also, when you're so simpatico with Steph, you end up going like when you're besties like this, you end up creating bits everywhere you go. So we celebrated last weekend. We did our Christmas dinner. Steph and I did, and
we had the funniest waiter. I don't know if we brought it out in him.
A perfect example of her talking over me. Whoever made that initial comment, this was Steph talking over me. It's fine. I'm just pointing out Where equal opportunists talk over each other, and so you can hold your pretty little tongue, girl.
I just blew out the speaker with that cackle. That's so funny.
Okay, but we did have the world's funniest fun waiter. We went to, what's that place called? Dang.
North Italia
out in Riverton.
It was so good, you guys.
Delish.
Look at their mocktails, though. They were fine.
Mocktails, I would skip.
No, do not skip the pasta. We'll be fancy and we'll just get a mocktail. No, get your Diet Coke.
Get your drink and the desserts.
Oh,
because
the desserts
slapped.
But the pasta was so good. The cacio e pepe arancini was so good.
Yes.
It really was so good. The funniest thing that he said was his church was doing like a sub for Santa, and he was like, maybe I'll put like a very nice harmonica in this kit for the kids. And then he's like, no, because it will go to some family where this dad is working 80 hours a week
trying to make ends meet.
He comes home to his kids playing the harmonica and like he'll literally murder his child. And I said, oh, you should have done a flute. And he said, I wanted him to be fun, not to be gay. And we laughed so hard.
I cannot articulate. I wish we would have gotten a picture with this man.
No, we've
got to get business cards that we have with us. Be like, hey, we would love you. Hang out with us.
Yeah.
Reach us out on social media. Because I feel like he's a missed connection.
No,
I want to do
truly.
like a Craigslist ad, missed connection. Hey, waiter at North Italia. Do you remember us? He thought that we were married at one point, and then we like kind of corrected that a little bit. Mm-hmm. And then you could tell he was like, ooh. But we were unhinged at that restaurant.
I think he loved us equally, though. Like, sometimes I can tell that waiters are, like, not interested in our shenanigans. He really, loved us.
He kept coming back. We did say, he said, oh, I'm going to be the one helping you out. And so maybe bringing drinks. And I said, do you like them? And he's like, yeah, I like most of them here. And I said, if you had to get rid of someone, who'd you get rid of? And he was like, probably Dave. And then Dave is literally a table over. And he's like, what? And the waiter's like, they asked who I'd get rid of, and I said you, Dave. And Dave's like, okay.
Dave's like, I understand.
Yeah, fair enough. And walks away. And I just love someone that's willing to like go with.
But then Dave came to our table later, and we're like, we're so sorry. I don't know what's wrong about him. Like, that was so crazy. He's gunning for you.
And he's like, I know. Tell me about it. Jeez. Like, the staff at North Italia, 10 points. 10 out of 10. No comment. Like, no negative critique. We loved it.
It was so fun.
Steph got me a beautiful La Crusade pan, which is like one of the nicest gifts I've received in a hot minute. Like, I'm very, very, very excited about it. So thank you, my queen.
I did have to work with Steven on that, because the thing about La Crusade is like people want to have like a matching set.
Yeah.
And then I text Steven, and Steven's like, I've gotten him a different color every single year, thinking that they're the same color.
And he's telling the truth.
And I love him so much for that.
I love him because I have a larger one in like a sand. I have then a really large one in a deep gray. I have one in a lighter gray. I have one in an ivory.
No, literally, I was like, I think he has gray ones. And Steven was like, that's pretty much what I do.
Okay, also, I love Steven so much. I married him, obviously.
Yeah.
But he's not a great gift giver, but he tries
so hard. He's been really good the last 2 years.
He's getting there. But he, one year, gave me a cookbook. And it was the same one that I had on my...
Literally on the counter.
Like, you could see it where we were opening presents. And he's like, I just thought you'd like this cookbook. And it's like, totally. He goes, have you seen this before? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, why do you have it? And I was like, yeah. And he's like, no, you don't. And I was like, it's right there. And so he's always so nervous about Christmas. So we're not doing Christmas this year. We're just doing wallpaper.
He really is like the definition of like wants to get the most perfect gift.
If intention was currency, he'd be a billionaire.
Yes. Like, he would get you a private island.
Yes. But he wouldn't, probably not, because you know so much I don't love islands.
True.
Or outside, or the sand.
Maybe a private cabin.
Done. Maybe like a penthouse. New York City penthouse.
New York City?
Sick. Can you imagine?
Yeah.
If we had, okay, this is a good little thing. If you had, if you could get a penthouse in a major city, Los Angeles, and it's completely free. Like, it's covered. The taxes are covered.
Yeah.
New York City, Miami, Dallas, Los Angeles, London, Paris, Milan. Where are you getting the penthouse?
Can you choose Rome instead of Milan?
Probably.
Okay.
There's probably a world in which you could.
Yeah.
It's
well, then I would say
world.
Italy.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
but then I would say London.
Let's say
take
continental.
out Italy. I would say
continental.
Oh, then
United
I would say
States.
New York.
New York. Yeah, me too.
Because the value is the best. And
I think
if
I would
want
go
to stay
there
in
the
New York,
most.
yes.
For
you
an
have the
event.
best access to things.
Yes, and just like, hang on, we have a spot in New York.
Also, then it takes like 6 hours to get to Europe.
Right, that's true. So then you're in there. It's hot. It's a hot hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah.
Okay, we got distracted. We were talking about
maybe our weeks.
We were doing. Oh, my week was my ward Christmas party.
Yes.
Okay, so the theme was songs for the king, songs for our king, and we had like the youth make paper chains and then musical notes, and we had musical notes, whatever else. I get 36-inch balloons from Amazon, which if you guys are planning. This is my camera. If you guys are planning a Christmas party or something, don't underestimate the value of a balloon. I'm not talking balloon arches. Space. I'm not talking balloon arches. Yeah. I know that those have been done and those are kind of controversial and whatever. Okay, whatever.
Controversial? What's controversial about a balloon arch?
Literally, I will tell you offline. Remind me to tell you the conversation that happened this weekend about whether or not using a balloon arch for VIP for next year and the opinions that were very strong. Like, and I literally said, oh, I think they're just balloons. And then I was like, and look,
it's a freaking balloon.
So I was like, look at like, here's what I did with my, I sent you what I did with,
yeah,
I sent you pictures. Yeah. I was like, look, I did this. And they were like, okay, it was just uncomfortable. Remind me to tell you, it's really offline. So, but we have 36-inch diameter balloons. And then I had 18-inch balloons. I dropped them off at Zerker's the night before. They're going to fill them up. And it really was a Christmas miracle because initially that they bid me just under $500 to fill up because I had 78 total balloons. It's like 60 18-inchers and 18.
Gosh, you should have just bought a helium tank.
Would have needed 13 helium tanks because of how much helium the 36-inch balloons take. I did a whole cost analysis. I consulted ChatGPT. I called this smart.
That's what I would have done.
Yeah. Person of the year, ChatGPT from Time. Well, the architects of AI, but still. So anyway, I drop them off. I go in and the lady is ringing me up and she puts the size a lot smaller. So it was a lot cheaper. And I said, this is for the Lord. Do I be a good person? And so I was like, I'm going to just be honest. And so I said, I'm so sorry. Actually, I think you're ringing up at this, but it's supposed to be 36-inch balloons. And she's like, I know. I'm giving you a discount because this is for a Christmas party. And I was like, okay. So it ended up being $186 instead of $493, which is a bit with me.
Is that my camera?
This is your camera here.
You're a queen. You're a queen for that.
A queen. The Zerkers in Riverton, or off of Jordan Landing, in West Jordan. I will go there all the time. They were unbelievably helpful. The morning of, however, of the party, I dropped it off on Monday. The morning of the party, which is Tuesday, they contact me and say, hey, we don't have a truck to deliver. So either you need to get a truck, i.e. a U-Haul, or we have to cancel your balloon order. So I got me a U-Haul. So Megan Brown and Megan came over because she made cakes for it and then helped us set up the whole day. Shout out Megan Queen. I adore you. Something fierce.
No, like literally if you're planning a party, call that queen.
She is. And she's just positive energy.
Setup, food.
Yeah, but like she has taste. Like,
yeah.
So you can lean on her. She sent me a picture of what her ward party did and was like, when the girls and gays are not in charge of the ward Christmas party. And it was bleak. Because ours was sensational.
In those church gyms, it's just beige.
Beige, and then like a red tablecloth and white napkins. Yeah. It's not for me. Our theme colors were black, gold, and white. And actually, two funny stories about that. One, the night before Monday night, we went in to go help. I had a bunch of people help set up the tables and chairs. Yeah. And I had just come from, I was going to go to the gym. It was like later at night, and Stephen was gone. So it's like, I'll just go to the gym. So I was wearing I have 5-inch inseam gym shorts. And one of the missionaries, who's like a service missionary serving from our ward, so he was just there. Yeah. He was like, why are your shorts so short? They should go to your knee. They look like underwear. And I was like, oh, okay. And then someone else recognizing, like, obviously knowing he's like a little bit spectrum-y or something, was like, Elder Jack, you can't say that. Besides, that's what all, then the guy in the word said, it's what all the white cool kids are doing, which I just was like, I'm not a part of this. Why gotta be white? I'm just waiting to get into the church building. And so then as we're setting up, these old guys are like, kind of looks like a funeral, because it was black tablecloths. And I was like, I know. he's like, but it's Christmas, right? Old neat slapper. So then we did black, gold, silver,
yeah, it's gonna
chrome,
be your funeral. Get out of
and
here.
white. No, literally. I was like, listen, old man, I wouldn't be talking about funerals. Next one's yours. So, but they came in, and the sweet old man comes up to me after and goes, I take it back. Sure doesn't look like a funeral at all. And I was like, old people are the best. So we had beautiful balloons, and I did the thing where I did the big balloons and then the satin bows that you tie on the bottom of them. So it just elevates.
No,
if you're doing balloons, do a little satin bow tail. I think that just elevates the whole thing. And we had the kids go look for Christmas Carol. She was missing. And she came dressed, the girl we had play Carol. She took a tree skirt off of her tree skirt, like off of her tree, and then wrapped it around as a skirt because it was like candy cane-y. It was gorgeous. She had like a sequiny shirt. She had this big hat. I just love people that put in so much effort and are like, we're going to do the whole dang thing. We had a lot of people really help. It was soup and salad. So people brought so many different soups, which was really smart. And then Megan did a peppermint chocolate poke cake.
Yum.
That was delicious. We had just a really, really good time. And then I was on tour. Then we were up in Idaho. We did Idaho Falls, like I said, where we got to meet Brittany. Then we went to Rupert, Idaho, which is really small. It's just basically a fart in the eastern part of the state. And the entire town was there. Both shows were sold out. The sort of venue where they made us food, like Cheryl brought food in to cater it, and it was delicious.
The catering was the girl down the street.
No, literally, and her grandma. And it was so fun. They had a little Christmas market. They had outside the theater, they built a ice skating rink. And we asked one of the vendors, like, oh, do you guys do this every Saturday? And they're like, no, we are here for the show. Like, this is a full event. The whole town is a part of this whole event.
They said you're a tourist attraction.
No, we were a tourist attraction. The whole city felt like a little Hallmark video with like lights down the center main street and the big I love a small town things budget. And like the things are on the lamp posts.
We'll save up all year.
Totally, like for the Lord. Like it just was so nice. That theater was some of the nicest people we've ever met. One of the singers' daughter was kind of being picky with eating, and so all of a sudden a lady comes down and she's like, hey, I heard that she was having her time, so we just ran to the grocery store, and it was like yogurts, crackers, fresh fruit, treats, and just had grocery bags, and said we didn't know what she would want.
Rupert,
Idaho,
cuties.
you delivered.
I hope this reaches all of you.
I hope this reaches all 11 of you, and I just at your Christmas party, you guys know that we loved it. It was really, really good. So all in all, it's been a really good week, and then actually crazy week. I didn't tell you this.
What?
I was in court during the Charlie Kirk's arraignment or pre-trial, the status hearing.
I kind of have blacked out that happened here.
Yeah, and so it's
here.
It's in the Provo courthouse. So the night before the hearing, the court writes us and says, hey, it's a high-profile court tomorrow. You won't be allowed to bring in a bag. You need to come significantly early. The parking lot's going to be shut down. You'll need to make sure you have credentials, whatever. So I get in there, and let me just tell you this. We're not getting political.
Nope.
But this is an escape podcast. It's not to say that there's not really wonderful things that people are doing that are political. That's not what we're talking about. But there was a bone-chilling energy in the courtroom, in the courthouse. Ugh. Like there was a couple floors above where I was at, but we were at the same time. I was doing court mediation, then I had hearings there. And boy, was it just... There was an energy. There was media there. There were helicopters outside the courthouse. There was media partitions. Then where they blocked off, the 2-block radius around the courthouse was all blocked off with police.
Oh my gosh.
I got there early on, so my car, I was lucky. But then leaving, I didn't know exactly how to get out because I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go with faith. So spooky Mickey. I think it's gonna
I'm an energy person, very much so.
You would have been really. You would have seen it.
I don't. That's why I don't allow scary movies in my house.
Same.
I just don't like it. I don't like the energy it brings, and to not if you like slasher movies, whatever. I don't even watch Criminal Minds.
No. Oh, why would I watch something like that? I don't like anything with blood. I barely watched Elsbeth Tassioni on Paramount Plus, and that's like a funny one.
Even Stranger Things season 5.
My gosh! I haven't watched Stranger Things in 3 years. 3 seasons.
Haven't watched
I've watched the first and half of the second season. That's it.
Okay, I do actually think that you should.
Do you think? Okay,
yeah, because I heard it's just good.
I've heard it's really intense.
I have like really a sensitive intense,
spirit.
But sorry.
What? I do. I'm so sensitive. Okay,
right.
We're good. We're good. As you were saying, we both have sensitive spirits.
Yeah, totally.
So.
Oh my gosh, that really killed me.
Okay.
I do think this is good. I'll get into it more in.
This is yeah. Wait, no, you have to tell us about your week.
Yeah, my week. I had the Christmassy special week, so I had my work Christmas party.
Oh my God, you didn't tell me how it went.
Last year, I through the whole party. This year, I was like very like, how can I help?
Right. How does that go?
Still an important role. It went gorgeous.
Okay.
Callie's Catering did like all of the setup for we basically had like scented fragrance rooms.
Okay.
And then when you went into a room, you could kind of smell a gourmand fragrance, and then there would be like a gourmand treat and a gourmand drink to kind of pair with the fragrance. So it was like a full very immersive fragrance experience.
What is that, 4D or whatever?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And so as you kind of walked through every room, there was different treats and different drinks.
Hang on, I need to remember to ask you something offline about this. But I'm very excited. Okay.
It was so good. It like literally turned out so beautifully. It was the same people who catered my wedding, Callie's Catering. They do an excellent job. Not sponsored, but they absolutely deserve the shout out. I think that they've really like in the last few years, their food and their like design and attention to detail has like truly immeasurably jumped. I think that they are so talented. And then the same people who did my florals did the florals there. I now have an arrangement from them in my kitchen right now that I'm just going to act like I always have a giant centerpiece in my kitchen now. But
there's
truly it was so good.
More elite feeling than having fresh flowers in your house.
Yeah.
Just because.
No, and like it's a gorgeous centerpiece that has like grapes and a pomegranate and a pear and like flowers. And I'm like, no, you just whipped this up for Christmas. So that was gorgeous. And then last night,
this is what
my mom did her annual Christmas party. She does a theme every single year.
Like, just so you guys know, when we're talking themes, we're not saying like red, North Pole. Yeah. And then like she has a sweater that says North Pole.
Yeah,
no. These are
she's in a full outfit.
Fully immersive experiences.
Her and my dad are in a full costume. They're in a full body sweat because they've been in it since probably 9 a.m.
Right.
The whole house, spotless clean.
Tell what the theme was this year.
Signs. Theme this year was peanuts. My dad, my like working dad my entire life, built like literal sets. Like he built the psychiatrist booth. He built the Snoopy house. I'm like, did you like use a projector to sketch this? He's like, no, I just freehanded it. I'm like, okay, I guess we're just picking up new hobbies. And then he's like, I'm like, you could do parties.
Have you seen that trend on TikTok? That's like people starting to sing "Stay With Me" by Sam Smith. Trying to see if I have an undiscovered talent that will make me rich. That's your dad now.
That's my dad, but with building small scale sets.
His new talent are these sets.
It's so funny. I go, you could like do parties with it. And he goes, I did look into it. It's not really monetary. I'm like, oh my gosh. He's like, you wouldn't make a ton of money doing it. I'm like, great. So cute. The like dinner was like sack lunches and sandwiches. So it was still very like kids party program. We did peanuts bingo. Excuse me. Where you like also like punch bingo, where when you win you punch like a cup.
Oh, fun.
Money in all of the cups. A great way to my heart.
Yeah.
And then they decorated like Snoopy dog houses instead of gingerbread houses. And then my mom was like, oh, and then we're going to watch my favorite part of the Peanuts movie, which is like where they dance in the end to make a Traitor better when I'm dancing. That song is crack cocaine to my brain.
Agreed.
And also I think because the song is the same for like 4.5 minutes that you're just like, what part of the song am I at? I don't know. And so we turn that on. First clip is of that. And then it cuts to videos of everybody in our family dancing. So it's like video of Charlie and Reese, video
From
of
growing
Quinn.
up?
Mm-hmm. Like through the ages, she had all of us send her videos of us and our kids dancing. It was a 9-minute long video.
Did you just like cry the whole time?
Yeah, no, it was so cute.
You know what that is? Effort. Thank you, Molly. Effort.
Yeah. And Kevin. Kevin is the one who edited the video. And then it was so cute because like when we walked in, they were playing Better When I'm Dancing. We literally did a conga line around their kitchen. Like
See, these are the things. Your parents are making memories.
Yeah.
And
magic.
And magic. Like that is the holiday. And I actually feel badly for forgetting your dad. I think sometimes we over-index on moms having to do all that. Dads, let's match. Let's match Kevin's energy.
That's historically been their dynamic because my dad was working most of my life. Like he was traveling 3 days a week. Like, and that was their dynamic, and that was their agreed upon dynamic. Like that's how it worked. Right. And now that my dad has more time, he has more space to help my mom and has stepped up in that way.
Right.
And like, let's normalize that. Like it's okay if your dynamic changes. But like once it changes, like step into your role.
Agreed.
And now I'm like, my dad's like, well, what are we going to do next year? What am I going to build next year? Like, I think that he would have never thought like, oh, I'll just build this Snoopy house. Maybe he did. He is pretty crafty and been very handy.
But it's just, it's a fun, it makes me so happy for your family, generations to come.
Yeah.
Like, do you know Grandpa Darrow always did blank? And do you know Grandma Darrow always did? And this was like, that's so like, fun.
Oh, we had a theme and like the holiday season, you get to a point where you're like, what traditions do I have? What like richness and culture do I have in my family? And like their grandkids will be able to be like, every year my grandma and grandpa threw a themed Christmas party and like went all out, and like that is just such a special memory for them and a testament to like that's now a core memory for me. That like,
of course,
I think there's oftentimes like, I kind of feel this way with Bailey because I came into her life later. I mean, 6, but now we're at 12. And I'm like, oh, I can't start a new tradition because it's like, we haven't been doing it for the last 5 years. And it's like, you can start a new tradition
totally
whenever you want to, if you want to make it consistent. Like, then that will be their tradition. So anyway, that's my TED Talk. I'm just in a holly jolly mood.
No, that's such a fun mood to be in for these next 2 weeks because we just have Christmas City
and busyness.
So busy.
You guys, the next 2 weeks,
Who knows?
We would love to, podcast
all the time,
every single day.
No, I literally was telling Stephanie my travel schedule between now and Christmas, and
like,
it's like,
you guys booking even a dinner where we could exchange gifts. It was like, okay, and from these days to these days, I can do a time slot between 1 to 2, a time slot between, like, we were truly like, okay, well, Happy New Year.
Yeah, totally.
Like,
we're for sure going to record like 26th, 27th, or 28th. So we could do our end of the year best ofs, where we will pick our 5 favorite stories from our year and our 5 favorite GBs from our, and we'll just use our notes.
Yes.
Because I already pulled some of my favorite GBs from there.
But we love doing this. We love you guys.
We love it so much.
It's been a freaking crazy year, okay?
I know, this has been crazy city, so we're getting back into it.
But we will get back to consistency.
I slowly have slipped down. It's like,
you back up all the way back up.
Sloth. Tell me your 3 GBs.
Okay, my 3 GBs.
Start with Stranger Things, because we were kind of talking about that.
Okay, Stranger Things 5. We watched there's 4 episodes out. It's part 1.
Okay.
Then there's going to be part 2 dropping, I think, Christmas Day.
Oh, like
maybe
soon.
It is the 31st.
Okay.
I'm not fully positive. But honestly, I've really enjoyed it. I feel like it's just fun to me. It's getting a little more gory, a little more violent. I'll be totally honest for those sensitive souls out there. But
and this is its last season, right?
Yes, this is the last season. So I feel like it's one of those, like, it's fun to be, to me, I love to be a part of something.
It will be on Christmas Day.
Oh, perfect.
And then the finale, episode 8, is New Year's Day.
Oh,
New Year's Eve.
Fun.
So there's 3 episodes, 5, 6, and 7 will premiere on Christmas Day, and then episode 8 will be New Year's Eve.
Whoa. I also I love fan theories. I love getting on into all of it. Do I think that it's perfect? No. Do I think that like some of the acting of these people who were hired at 11 and they're now 25 and not that great at acting? Yes, that totally exists.
Sure.
Like, I think it's a literal rarity that like Harry Potter movies, like that those kids that they were hired at 10 happen to be good actors at 20. Like I think that's pretty rare, except for that I think that there was a lot of greatness around them. And so they were really being guided. But I do think it's fun.
Sure.
Like it's a fun thing.
It's such a cultural.
Also just like it's the 80s references and like the music, like all of that. I just think it's interesting. There's a lot of Easter eggs along the way, which is why I think people who like Marvel and all the Easter eggs that come up, like you can kind of get into that dynamic. So I would say watch.
Okay.
Second one.
UK Traitors.
Oh my gosh, you guys. I know Chase talked about this like 2 weeks ago. Mm-hmm. It's so good. It's so good. It's so funny. I've found myself watching it just being like, I love them. I want to know more about them. I want to watch everything they do.
Yep.
The rugby player, so funny. And funny in like the perfectly British way where it's like, is he joking? I don't know if he's joking. Like he has a serious face, but then he just smiled. I don't know if he's joking.
Fully.
I was watching and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want to be Celia so bad. She's so like delightful and like quiet and but so funny. And then all of a sudden cut to Alan like cackling and I'm like, I'm Alan.
No,
I'm not Celia at all.
I could not love Traitors more.
Also, fun fact, did you know Stephen Fry married to somebody like 30 years younger than him?
Yes.
I did not know that.
A boy.
Oh yeah, he is a gay man.
He's a homosexual.
A homosexual, as he would say.
As he would say, for sure. For sure, he would say it.
And I also just like found it so interesting that like these brilliant minds were like actually being so stupid.
Yeah. Well, and like they were saying, they've overcomplicated the game.
Yes.
Like they're too smart for the game, so they couldn't just pick up on the fact that like there were certain things where I was like, oh my gosh, we can't talk. We'll have to talk offline about it so I don't spoil it for anybody.
Spoilers.
Because Steven hasn't finished it
yet.
Like
yes,
there's a couple people that haven't finished it that are in my orbit that may listen. But it is funny how they've overthink themselves into
particularly
theories.
Stephen Fry.
And
like at one point, I think he genuinely was hopeless. Like he genuinely was like, I can't figure out this game. I have to go.
He had an interesting idea where he said one of the round tables, he said, let's not talk.
And let's just
come
vote.
in right now and just vote. And then they're like, no, we want to talk. And production was like, gulp. We need this for footage. But I think if you guys are looking for anything of interest to watch.
Also, we've been watching it up at my parents' house this weekend while my sister's kids are here. Mm-hmm. Totally family friendly.
Agreed.
The US version, I would not say that. This one, and there is like some swearing, like I'm not gonna lie, but like it's still so family friendly. People like the kids who are 9 are like, wait, who are the traitors? Like it's just fun to watch together.
Agreed. I love it. Okay, I had a couple of ones. Steven and I watched A Boy Called Christmas.
Oh,
it's on
that
Netflix.
came out a couple years ago.
Yeah, with Kristen Wiig.
Yeah, it has like
I didn't recognize any of the other major people, but
okay.
I maybe I did. I just don't remember right now. A really, really, really endearing, warm, like Steven and I were super pumped about it. And tonight we're watching the 3rd installment of the Knives Out series, Dead Men Tell No Tales, on Netflix, because that came out this weekend. So we're going to watch that. I'll be able to report
already?
that. Mm-hmm.
Fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I watched Next Level Baker. It's a brand new series, Next Level Chef, and now this is like a companion series, Next Level Baker, with Carla Hall, I believe.
Yes.
And Candace, who did Sprinkles Cupcakes. Candace something. And then Chef Ramsay.
Yeah.
Home bakers, social media bakers, professional pastry chefs. That's pretty good. That's on Hulu. It's a Fox show. I watch it on Hulu.
Cool.
Have been actually really enjoying the new season of the Kardassians, principally because they had the last 2 episodes, maybe 2 episodes ago, was all about Kim Kardashian's trial with the robbery in Paris and footage, them being in Paris for the testimony, the verdict. I thought it was told really well. I think it's crazy to me how Kris Jenner can figure out a way to insert herself into literally anything that does not involve her. Like, for example, they're talking as they're doing hair and makeup, getting ready for Kim to testify about how like just intense it was and how insane. Yeah. Kris comes in and it's like, and it was insane for me. I was 2 blocks away, just 2 blocks away from it. And so we're like, so you were also in Paris? That's what you're saying? You were in the neighborhood and that was traumatic for you? And like, I get it, you get a phone call on your daughter's whatever. I get it as trauma. I'm not trying to take away from it, but it is just crazy to me how she is a queen of inserting herself.
I love a mom who's like, and the way that it's about me is how.
And that's her specialty.
I mean, I love them for other people. I can't relate because my mom's a queenie, but.
Same. And then I've watched Heated Rivalry. And I cannot.
This is not for the children.
If I could
turn
give
off your
it
ears.
6 stars, I would give it 6 stars.
Yeah.
It's delicious.
It's spicy.
It's spicy.
It's spicy jalapeno.
There is a buttocks that is out of this world.
Okay.
Gets quite a bit of airtime.
Oh, okay.
You're seeing a lot of rump.
Yep.
Just to be prepped for it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting, actually. I was going to suggest this as a story because there's another. So it's gay. It's two
straight
hockey players
on different opposing
teams
like rivalry teams
fall in love basically with each other, and it's not just their story. There's other gay hockey players' stories as well. So one of them is delicious.
Handsome.
Yeah.
Okay.
Handsome. There's another HBO series. Okay, Heated Rivalry. Hang on, I'm just going to figure it. Heated Rivalry HBO controversy is what I want.
Oh, this is about like... I'm so sorry. I had to cough in the middle of that. This is about like the way the scenes are done. Wasn't it like that?
This is... Okay, so there's another show called I Love LA.
Okay.
Which is kind of similarly... It's by Jordan Firstman. Mm-hmm. Who created it and stars in it, and it's also meant to be like a spicy kind of gay story, but it's very, very, very different. Mm-hmm. And you haven't heard of it, neither have a lot of people.
No, yeah.
And because Heated Rivalry then comes in and has so much popularity. And so yes, Jordan Firstman did make a claim that, look, his was written by an actual gay man. Heated Rivalry was written by a straight woman, and it's fetishizing gay sex for the enjoyment of straight women and I think there's something to explore there. But he's clearly super jealous that Heated Rivalry got a 2nd season already, that it's just doing super well, and so he's trashing it. The call is coming from inside the house because the gay guy is critiquing like the most wildly popular gay depiction of a love story.
Aren't you happy that
shouldn't we
there's
be
just
happy
like gay
for
love
progress?
Stories?
But we're not able to do that.
People love to yuck yums.
That one is on HBO. I was also listening.
Not for the children, not for the teens.
Not for the children, not for the teens,
maybe
not
18.
for the husbands. That's for alone in a bath. We had a long conversation while we were on tour about the Netflix, HBO,
Paramount,
Warner Brothers,
etc.
Paramount. And so just so that way everyone understands that we do kind of understand and gives you a little bit of what's going on. Netflix is in contract right now to buy HBO and Warner Brothers. And Paramount has offered $86 billion. The other one was for $82
with the
billion.
Saudis.
What?
The Paramount deal is with the Saudis.
Yeah. And willing to pay because they don't want Netflix to buy it because they're afraid that if that goes through, which it looks like it already has, because someone was saying on Netflix's home screen it's playing HBO material, but that it will basically kill the movie industry because it will just have everybody watching it at home.
The Saudis want, this is what I've talked with about. So the Saudis and Jared Kushner are backing the Paramount deal, and the Saudis, who have an unlimited amount of money pretty much, want basically rights for theme parks. They want to create theme parks in that area, which they are working on. But some interesting tidbits about that is if the Saudis do get it, they want to go back to Snyder DC universe. So that would be Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, Gal Gadot. But they have right now been investing in James Gunn universe, which is David Corenswet, Batman not to be revealed, like Supergirl. Those are kind of what it is. So the thing is, I don't really want Paramount to buy it, but if they
Henry
do,
Cavill to come back.
We could get Henry Cavill.
You guys
Superman
understand Henry Cavill is Stephanie's ultimate hall pass with a capital H, capital P.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just so handsome.
He's so handsome. Okay, speaking of handsome, let's get into stories that my handsome girl picked. Speaking of you. So, speaking of handsome, we kind of have someone who I was not super familiar with, but you picked this, and so I'm going to let you kind of run with it. I will just set up the story. Peter Pan star Jeremy Sumpter still stopped by fans every day, and he's trying to start a Pan convention because he starred in the 2003 film Peter Pan, and he has now looked like back into a new movie called Miami Nights with Terrence Howard.
Okay, so let me just go ahead and dive into the lore of Jeremy Sumner. 2003, I was in 3rd grade. Don't mention what grade you were in. It will scare the children.
Girl, you have chosen violence. Where's the white flag? I need to wave it.
I do this every once in a while with Trayvon where I'm like, I was in 3rd grade. He's like, I was. I'm like, shh, you'll scare me. Anyway.
Okay.
2003. I'm in 3rd grade. This movie comes out. Me and my friends see it together. Me, Caroline, Rachel. We come home.
Show it to me, Rachel.
And we're like, this is the hottest man we've ever seen in our entire life.
I'm sorry.
We literally
him in Peter Pan?
Look at him when he was in, I mean, he's like probably 14. So please don't say he's like the most hottest person ever. But like to my 3rd grade brain. When I tell you, we were frothing at the mouth. Like, we were absolute, and that's why he's still getting stopped. Because
of psychos like you?
When I tell you, we literally, I have an evening so distinct. Me, Caroline, and Rachel were sitting around her parents' coffee table, quite literally drawing out on paper the murder of Wendy, so that we could have Jeremy Sumner to ourselves. Like, and if somebody found that paper, they would have been like, what is this? Please seek help, put them in therapy. Like, we were so serious. Like, we weren't like, haha, let's kill Wendy. We were like, how do we kill Wendy? Like, it was.
Who played Wendy?
Some hoe. I don't know. Like, that's how we felt about her. We did not care for her. Like, I think they kissed once in the movie, and we literally were like, and for that, she deserves to die. We were so obsessed with his little frosty tips.
Rachel Hurdwood?
Yeah, let me see her.
She's happily married with someone else.
Yeah.
To someone else.
Of course, because she didn't have the dedication for Peter that we did.
Wait, is Sumter married? Jeremy Sumter married?
I don't know. I don't think so, because he was waiting for us for all these years.
He is 36.
Oh, cute.
Oh, he's a February birthday.
See, that's not that much older than us.
Yeah, than me, for sure. Personal life. Ding dong, ding.
No, he just like...
Wait, he had a crush on her.
Uh-huh.
It says, during the filming of Peter Pan,
I know, I think that's why we started like
crush.
plotting her murder. Because we were like, he wants her. And we were like, well, the only way he wants us is if she dies.
Wait, Lauren Pacheco?
I don't know. Caroline can confirm this for me, but like we literally, like I so wish that it was like in one of our journals.
Oh, honey. He married Elizabeth Treadway in a ceremony in Tennessee in 2022. And in 2023, they have given birth to their 5th baby. So he has a family.
But he has a family now. He's a family man.
It makes it even cuter.
See, like we knew that he had good ideals. He was like going to be a family man. And that's why we needed him so desperately. And that's why I'm telling you that women are still stopping him on the street, because women in that like probably 29 to like 35 range really were like, this is my man. I do think a Pan convention, just that like title, working title, yeah, I think you could go with something else.
I think so too. I think I just don't know how many people are obsessed with Pan lore. And I don't know, like, what would you suggest as Rufio?
There could be, but like, I just don't. Maybe you'd confuse the pansexuals. They'd, you know.
You know,
they'd be like, it's a pan convention.
That, but you're absolutely right. That
or
is a
the
risk.
people who are into cooking. You know.
Totally.
Like they'd be like, pans. I love pans. Hexclad. And they'd be like, why
are we still doing this?
Why is everybody dressed in
we have to move on.
Adam and Eve.
Our drink are gonna get delivered soon. So we'll just have to take a break. My gosh, you just surprised yourself and you choked on your own spit. Okay, new potential rumor alert of a new couple, and I'm not loving it. I'm learning about it in real time right now because I didn't read the rest of the article.
I knew you weren't going to read it before, and I needed your live reaction.
And I didn't read the title. Was not the linked title was actually hard to read because it just says on what we put on the note.
No, my advice to journalists, like, just say what's in the article.
Jennifer Lopez romance speculation. Like, that's the little link. With Keith Urban.
And they were on American Idol together. But for me, that's just... And, like, if you're going to rekindle, you should rekindle with Harry Connick Jr.
Well, to be fair, isn't Harry Connick Jr. married?
And?
So
is Jeremy Sumner. That's not going to stop me.
Here's actually, I think they are actually matching star energy, don't you think? Or do you think J-Lo's a bigger star than Keith Urban? Or do you think Keith Urban's a bigger star? I think they're like really similar.
They're probably in similar veins. I just like, I can't stand his little blonde bob.
I can't handle his hair either.
I've never really been like a huge fan of Keith Urban though.
Yeah, me neither. I'll be honest. Or J-Lo, to be honest. So I don't really care.
I don't think either of them are rising tides rise all tides.
No, agreed. And I actually think it would be weird to see them out and about together. But I think it would be weird to see him or her out with anyone else. I say
that wrong every time. Like, really is one of my favorite bits. It's rising tides rise all ships. But I love to say rising tides rise all tides.
Yeah. Okay, speaking of, because they were divorced, and we have a new person headed to divorce, which we're actually kind of sad. Also, my advice is if you're an A-lister and you're trying to marry another A-lister, just know that it's going to be received weird publicly.
It's weird.
Like, I want her to be like, oh, this was a nobody. Mm-hmm. They found, it was Khloe Kardashian commenting on the teacher's TikTok.
I
need that sort of pairing. I don't need A-lister to A-lister, particularly when you were such A-listers on A-listers. That's too much. Mm-hmm. Okay. Bronwyn Newport from Real Houses of Salt Lake City is separating, splitting. I don't know if they filed yet. I could pull the docket if I wanted, but from her husband. Here's my general advice. And someone posted this, and so I'm really lifting it or I'm stealing it from someone else. But they said the reason Bronwyn's getting divorced is because she finally saw herself being treated the way that she'd experienced being treated during the course of the marriage. She saw it on TV. Yeah. And that was a really interesting, like, it gave pause a little bit, be like, oh, as I'm doing analysis of relationships or whatever else, if I were to be watching this on TV play out, how would that shape my opinion on this?
Well, and I find too with, like, if you feel hesitant to tell or to recall the story to somebody else, warning flags.
Agreed.
Like, it was even in how she talked about him sometimes, where she was having to, like, cushion his behavior when retelling the story. I was like, oh, you know that you're being treated badly. Yeah. When people are like, well, and it was like so funny. And you're like, what was funny about it?
No, totally. We're kind of like, okay, it's not that. And like there's the scene where she says, I hate it when you eat my maraschino cherry.
And he literally plops it in his mouth.
23 seconds later, he eats the maraschino cherry. And she's like, I literally just said, don't do this. Be nice to your person. That's my general advice.
A crazy concept for some folks out here.
Just be nice. You should be the nicest to your spouse.
Like them, love them most days.
Like Bethany Frankel says, if you don't like them, you can't love them.
Period.
So I feel like you have to like them. Okay. Let's skip the Jen Shah story unless you have anything you really want to talk about, because I'm not giving that
people
piece
need to
of
stop
trash.
shipping her to go back on the show. I'm not interested.
Agreed.
Neither is Andy, by the way.
But we're so excited. Yeah, Andy doesn't want Jen back. But we're so excited because Haley Seinfeld is married, married
Josh Allen
this past year, Josh Allen, but is now pregnant with her first baby. And I love her being pregnant, and I cannot wait. She's kind of young Hollywood, but like a gorgeous kind of young Hollywood. And I really love seeing young Hollywood women having babies. Like, it makes me excited for Taylor Swift to have a baby. I just think like there's these people that are so fun when they end up having babies, and I love seeing them be moms. And I think she'll be a great mom.
Yeah, I think I just like in all of these stories too. I'm like I'm not like, let's get back to the nuclear family and the but like I like the promotion of like we're being moms,
totally,
we're like celebrating marriage, we're like, you know, different things like that. I'm like, oh,
it's
people
fun
are getting
too
married and having babies again. Woohoo!
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I'm like, oh, it's like happy.
We're heading out of a recession.
Yeah,
maybe.
Literally. I don't know.
It kind of feels like that.
It feels like that. There's like a resurgence, a joyous. Ha-hu dore, ha-hu dore.
Fahu Rainbow.
Oh, God. Well, we will be back sooner than later, but if not before the holiday, we just wish you all a very, very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, although we will for sure be back before the new year. We're just not sure exactly when. Is there anything else you want to tell everybody?
This is a Christmas tree.
Hey, be careful. She's doing hand gestures. Could get us flagged on YouTube if we're not careful. Did I tell you that Steven got flagged as AI? His album, the music being released, got flagged as AI.
Sorry, no human could possibly do this.
And it's like, ding dong. Anyways, we love you so much, you guys. Follow us on all social media platforms, and you can subscribe to us on Spotify, on Apple Podcasts, on YouTube, and then the episodes will come directly to you. And then follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Good Bad Advice. And with that, we'll talk to you guys soon, and see you later.
Love ya. Bye. Or as Stephen Fry would say, bye.